Hey friends, I hope you're doing well. This is Yin Khan and I want to talk to you about some real quick foundational stuff. If you're a leader, a CEO, a CFO, a CMO, you're in marketing, sales, you manage an organization, you manage a team, you manage people, you manage growth, and that's your responsibility in your organization. Here are 7 things that you need to keep in mind when figuring out growth. And it doesn't matter what group, what department, what line of business you're in. These 7 things are common between everybody, and that's the beauty of it. I call them the 7 axioms of value creation. These 7 axioms are a foundation of growth. And if you are serious about growth, never ignore these. Here they are. Number 1 is engagement. And engagement sounds like a very marketing term, but it's not. Engagement is about how do you communicate to your stakeholders. These are your employees, these are your team members, these are your customers, your partners. Engagement is about connecting, and business cannot be done without connecting with people, without making sure that your message reaches the right people in the right format. And that's the biggest challenge that I personally see in organizations that are failing, that are struggling, is that their engagement strategy is broken. They'll just focus on one thing, and that's not right. Figure out your engagement strategy across the board, and what are you doing about it? Number 2 is learning. I cannot stress how important it is right now. This is the end of 2020. This is December. I cannot stress how important it is for you and your organization to be a learning organization. And that doesn't mean picking up a book and reading technical manuals. It's about understanding much more. It's about understanding your industry. It's about understanding your customer perception. It's about looking at your brand and understanding how it's seen in the market. Learning is about a lot of different things. One of the areas that you should focus on is learning every single day. And in fact, micro-learning. There are so many options available today, from open universities to online courses. There is plenty out there for you to be on top of your game. What it boils down to is discipline. What it boils down to is the strategy. As a leader, here's my recommendation. As a leader, if you really want to succeed in 2021, you want to get over this pandemic that's probably disrupted your business, start focusing on a learning strategy for your team, for your organization, for your group, and watch yourself succeeding. Number 3, and we've been hearing so much about this, here it is people. And when I say people, I'm not talking necessarily from an HR perspective. It's not about that, but it's about acknowledging people, respecting people, loving people, and making sure that people who work with you, who work for you, who are in your team, who are part of your organization, get the psychological, mental, economic, career benefit that they're expecting. Just because somebody's working for you or is in your team, it necessarily doesn't mean that they're there for the economic benefit only. Today we have 4 to 5 generations at work. We've got everybody in the workplace, and it's really difficult for some organizations to balance that and to figure out a way to create equality and make sure everybody's getting along with each other. The one thing to do is make sure your people are respected, appreciated, acknowledged. They're getting the incentives, not necessarily the financial incentive, but psychological incentive. And help them grow, get them to go where they need to be, help them have a great life, a great career. And that's what I mean by people. And make sure you help them recognize and see the mistakes they're making, the changes they need to make, the way they do work that needs to change, the habits they have that needs to change. Help people grow, and they'll help your organization grow. That's guaranteed. It's been proven millions of times. Successful organizations do that. So help your people grow, and they will help you grow. Do that. The next point is all about working with others. Here it is. It's collaboration. And collaboration is not necessarily just working internally with others. It's about leveraging the power of partnership at different levels, internally, externally, working with your vendors, your suppliers, doing pilot projects. How many pilot projects have you going on right now? How many new initiatives are you exploring? How much risk are you taking right now to figure out what to do? Some organizations today, it could look like working with someone and creating a new offer and taking a certain amount of customers and onboarding them with something new and saying, hey, we need your help to make sure that this new thing works. There's so many ways to do this. Being on the forefront of collaboration and partnerships is going to open up your business like nothing else. It's going to open a huge amount of possibilities and opportunities. Start collaborating and partnering up with others. The next point is all about you. It's about individuals, and it's about accountability. And accountability is about people recognizing the value of taking ownership. It's about grooming everyone in your team so that they understand and recognize that they have a responsibility. They have a collective and a shared and an individual responsibility to do things and to do the right thing. If your teams, your individual contributors, your team members, your leaders are not accountable, your organization is going to suffer because of a leak in individual accountability. And that's so important. Organizations can have accountability coaches. It's very easy to do that, where you designate different people to become accountability coaches for others. And we're trying to change how the organization's DNA is, and that's what we're trying to do here. And so you can have different people who are designated coaches who become accountability coaches. And research says that organizations that are accountable, people who are accountable, finish many more goals and are much more successful than those who don't. Start creating a culture of accountability. The next point is all about what I just said. It's culture. But for me, culture is about mindset. And the mindset is when people and organization units and individuals and leaders within your organization are all at the same frequency. Everybody has the same mission. Everybody has the same vision. Everybody knows that they are an integral part of this organization and they all need to row in the same direction to get somewhere. I give this example so many times that imagine you're on a ship and you're rowing with hundreds of people that are rowing this ship. And imagine everybody starts rowing in a different direction. You're just going to be going round and round and round for the rest of your life. Don't do that. Never do that. Create an organization where everybody has the same mindset. You call it culture, you can call it many different things, but for me, it's the mindset. What mindset do people come to work in the morning? What mindset do your teams, your employees come to work? Are they coming in for a paycheck, or are they coming in to create some change? Are they coming in to change the world? Are they coming in to help a community, help people, and be part of a bigger mission? As a leader, it's your responsibility to change the mindset of people. As a team leader, as a manager, it's your responsibility that you share that larger vision of the organization and get people to buy in. And that's the mindset I'm talking about. Work on the mindset. You will succeed. The last point, the foundational point for everything to work, for engagement, learning, people, collaboration, accountability, mindset, the last thing to work, it's execution. If you're not executing with passion, if you're not executing with purpose, if you're not executing with the relentless attitude and the pursuit of perfection, then you're doing something wrong. We all make plans. Organizations make big plans about creating change and changing the world, but we many times just fail. And the one biggest reason for this failure is the lack of execution, is the lack of attention to perfect execution. And that's the name of the game, my friends. You've got to execute relentlessly, consistently, every single day. And if you're not doing that, then you're literally planning to fail. And there's that saying that says, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to execute, you're definitely going to fail. And I hope you get your game together. You put these points together. You start engaging at a different level. You start creating a culture of learning. You focus on your people and groom them and help them grow. You work on some collaboration this year. Next year in 2021. You create accountability, change the mindset of people, and start executing. It doesn't matter what kind of a business you are. You could be a restaurant, you could be a university, you could be a large enterprise, you could be a reseller of technology, you could be an accounting firm, a service provider, or a law firm. It doesn't matter who you are and what you do. All these things are common between all of everybody out there. It's common between every business, because these are timeless principles of success. These are the 7 axioms of value creation, my friends. And if you embrace these for 2021, I guarantee you that you will become one of the most successful organizations in your city, in your neighborhood, in your competitive landscape, maybe across the world. This is what successful companies have done. This is what they do. This is the format. This is the DNA of success in 2021. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have an amazing end of the year and a brilliant start for 2021. This is Ian Khan. Please subscribe to this video series. Subscribe to my channel. Visit me on my website at iankhan.com.